Good morning, everybody. So, we are halfway through October. Oh, sad I don't have more time. Anyway, so I'm going to fill in a little bit of the, bits and pieces throughout here that need to be done, which isn't all that much. And I've already done, I know you cannot see it, but the bottom, fourth of the canvas is almost complete as well. So I really just have this big, huge chunk over here to do. But I figured, let's start small. I hope that you guys have had a good week and are looking forward to a good and restful weekend. I had some very, very cool news last night, right before bed. I was on the phone with my Michelle, and I got a message through a messenger stating that Chrissy, my little tiny alpha, my oldest living esky, the one that Christy in particular is in love with, my tiny girl. Anyway, she was selected to be the cover girl for a Facebook group for the month of October that has thousands and thousands of members that are all, animal people. We all have furry babies. It's called Fur Babies R Us. And I am super excited because she is not the typical looking Esky, and a lot of people on there are Eskimo parents. So a lot of them know that, she's not a teddy bear type. But they chose her to be their October cover girl. October, November. It's, they do theirs in mid-month. So I'm just super excited. My little Chrissy is even more famous. She's just such a beautiful and sweet pup. So, a lady who's been someone I knew through the Eskimo community for years and years and years started this group, and I had never submitted her photo for it until this year. And I figured she hadn't been selected, but no, they were saving her for October, it turned out. Which makes Mommy very happy. And I let her know that she is now a famous model. She's a cover girl. Oh, goodness. When my girls find out about this, they're going to be so excited because, it's Chrissy. And they both love her dearly. They both love all the puppies. But I think my oldest plays a little bit of favoritism because, Chrissy is the last of the babies that she grew up with in her teenage years. So, yeah, there's a tiny bit of favoritism there. Not a whole lot. She loves them all. I had an Esky hair on there, and I'm shy a couple of drills for that area. Anyway, so, yeah, Chrissy is... I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. I was so excited about... In fact, I think I did squeal for Michelle's ear. And Nick was looking at me like I'd lost my mind. Until I told him why, and he was like, that's cool. And he goes, but you sound so old, Mom. I'm like, well, yeah. I am old. Anyway. So for those of you who are great fans of the Tiny Alpha, you will be happy to know that even more people will be able to admire her now. But from afar, let me tell you, that's my baby. I'm keeping her safe and home where she belongs. Anyway, so this is the weekend of the Texas retreat. I hope that all of you are getting there safely and that you have a wonderful, wonderful time. I doubt that any of you are going to have time to watch anybody's videos, even mine. But I just want you to have fun and get to spend time with each other and have that camaraderie and that community. I'm sorry that, when this was all initiated, I was I already knew that I would be unable to go. So, just have fun for me. My health with this pandemic, I cannot leave home. It's not safe. And it's ramping back up, so, yep, I guess my little trip to the pharmacy is just going to be the only thing that I get to do each month until they figure out what to do about this mess. So, I'll draw and diamond paint. Right now it's mostly diamond painting because it's October. And that's the month that I try to do a ton of videos for you guys. Lots of WIP Chats. This year I'm doing my creepy creatures videos only because I love creepy stuff like that, and I know a lot of you do too. And I thought it would be fun to, at the same time, include, you know, a little historical significance to the stories, you know, that you see on movie and TV and video games. Well, if you actually get some accurate history to it, that's kind of cool too. And I spend so long researching them to make sure I get them right. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. I have sleeping puppies at the moment. You can probably hear Spirit breathing when I'm not speaking. Maybe. Anyway, some of these will have to get shifted a little bit at the end. That's alright. This glue is so cooperative. It's awesome. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. I'm going to move this diamond painting a bit and hope I don't knock everything over on my nightstand. Because yes, I am in my room again today for now. Oh, sorry. Coffee time, folks. Lots of coffee. That happens at 4 in the morning around here. And last night was apparently worse than it has been recently because I woke up multiple times and then yeah, come 1:15 I couldn't go back to sleep. You would think to stay up later. Nope, tried it, been there, done that. I still get up at ridiculous hours. It's just when I have a lot on my mind. And I do right now, so. Maybe I'll get lucky and get a really good night's sleep this weekend. I don't know, we'll see. I know that's way too many for what I'm going to do, because I'm not trying to do all the teas at one time right now. Just in this general area. That's alright. So, what are your plans for the weekend if you are not at that retreat? Because if you're at the retreat, then I'm sure your weekend is pretty well planned out for you. I am going to work toward finishing this and working on a little snack size, not bite size, but snack size, that my son got me this month. Although, I promise you, that's not coming down any time of the year ever. Because, yeah, it's Scooby. Hello. I just need my Scooby-Doo in October. It's the way it is. I also will be listening to a bunch of the Supernatural episodes because I'm letting them run in the background so that I can finally get to the final season on Halloween night. I'm going to stay up and binge watch it because our hopes and plans to do our scary movie thing financially went to the wayside. Yeah. That's okay. That's alright. I have got to find a way to financially support this channel. I just don't know how to do it without help from you guys. Because I can't work. I have to be here to take care of my son. So and other things are in the works, but you know, those are for living expenses, so that things that need to be taken care of will be. I'm looking to see what I've missed in this area because I do not feel like peeling back anymore at the moment, because that's how I get puppy hair on it. Except for this part where I'm leaning my arm on the already completed. That's where the puppy hair mostly comes from. And let me tell you, lint rollers and good tweezers. There's the secret. Anything else? Because these are hard to see. They're so light green on the canvas. They're not hard to see. They're hard for me to see because, guys, I'm old and about half blind. Here's my Fuff. She's awake. I put antibiotic ointment on her ear right before we came on here. So I cleaned her ear up and put her medicine on. And hopefully she can go back to resting peacefully. Okay, so we need number 22, which is D. I only know that because I looked at ahead of time. Oh, 322. Yep. And double check that. Yep. Nope, that's N. Oh, I know what it was. Is there's only a few N's. Okay, that's why I looked at that first. And then we'll go to B, which is number 11. Okay. Sorry, folks. I'm glad I double-checked. See, this is why you always go over things about half a dozen times before you do it. Because you never know. Your mind can get too busy and you can lose track of what you're doing. Now, the reason I wanted to grab these ends is up in here. As you can see, I have one right, well, you can't see. I have one right there. I just looked at the camera and went, oh, no, they can't tell. They can't tell what that is at all. I could zoom you in, but then you have a very, very, very limited view of the canvas. And I'm moving all over the place right now. You know, filling in those areas that you kind of have to pick up at the end of you know, any spot. Oh goodness, so I started my day today with Natalia, Lovecraft Forever. She's such a sweet and genuine person. I really like her. She was the first diamond painting YouTuber that I ever watched. And she, through that, showed me the basics of how to diamond paint. And I kind of had a good idea because I'm a cross-stitcher, but still, I wanted somebody who knew what the heck they were doing. And yeah, it just kind of stuck. I've always liked her, so she's so sweet. We've been talking about diamond painting rulers on her channel. And of course, she is lightning fast at diamond painting and beyond accurate at diamond painting. She doesn't have to rest her hand on the canvas. She's just amazing. She's professional at it for sure. So, the ruler is more of hampering for her than beneficial. Now, when I'm going slow, like today, because my body is going slow. And by the way, the reason you're hearing that little snapping sound is this is the Patty Wax Original. This is the pen that I use the Patty Wax Original in. Eventually I will get my final acrylic pen that I want and use that for it. And that is the Arctic Shimmer Blank, because it reminds me of my babies. It's a pearlescent white. You would think with all the white that I live with around me, you know. But nope. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I love anything that reminds me of the puppies and white wolves, and so that's just me. So yes, I'm just picking these up. I'm sorry that you can't see me on the edge of the canvas there. That was Spirit moving. He likes to sleep up in that corner where his nails rub against the wall, even though I just clipped his nails. That is Miss Snowflake trying to sit up. She's still having an incredibly hard time, you guys. But the good news is that she has been up and walking. Sometimes she just needs a little help getting up on her feet, because these floors can be quite slippery when you have puppy nails. There she goes. She got onto her puppy pad. That's my girl. I know. I saw another one over here. I swear. Do you need help, Fuff Fuff? Sorry, guys. If she needs me, I will be stopping for a moment to help her. I know most of you understand. That's my baby Snowflake, and she's rather ill, so yep, she's trying to get her butt up. Hold on one sec for me. Okay, come on, baby. Okie dokie. There we go. You got it? Go ahead. Go get a drink. Go ahead, baby. Good girl. Alright. Sorry, folks. She just needed a little assistance. Which works for me. I thought I saw a couple more. Yep, right on the edge. I could do this all day, but I probably will be doing this all day, just picking out the strays. No, there's two colors that have quite a bit of blocking. This is the confetti portion of it. So if you ever wonder if I do much confetti, well, I tend to be attracted to images that are very confetti rich. I like the detail of them, personally. Let's see if that helps. The amount of detail in an image that's confetti heavy is generally amazing to me, but sometimes it doesn't really make a difference. It's all about the image. I mean, I have not done it yet, but I do have Diamond Art Club's Swan Lake, and it only has 12 colors. So I am looking at that going, oh dear Lord, I need that when my brain's not working and all I can do is color block because I can't see the confetti. Yeah. I don't see any more back here. But I do know that they are up here. I was going and keeping it completely straight, but I decided to do a little bit of color completion on this piece to see if that is faster for me. Yes and no. You know, the not switching bags out all the time is you know, gaining a little bit of speed, but there again, the searching all over the place for them, that slows me down significantly. So I think it just depends on the canvas, folks. Oops. I really do. I think it depends on the canvas. I'm telling you, that will grab anything. So for me, at least on this piece, and I find personally in general, I do better working a section by section, but this piece I'm just kind of doing a mix of whatever. Whatever I do, I do. As long as I get it done and done correctly, and in a reasonable period of time, we are golden. The reasonable period of time can be the challenge. Because I have more interruptions day to day than you would imagine. Which is fine. Almost to a point where I feel like I'm okay with this. Oops, get in there. So, are you guys big fans of Supernatural? If you're not, let me know what, you know, kind of scary shows you are big fans of. I don't consider Supernatural scary, but a lot of people do. Are you a fan of the paranormal stuff? Are you not? What do you like? Do you like the cartoony Halloween stuff, like Nightmare Before Christmas, I guess, was intended for Halloween? I never watched it. Please don't come for me. It just didn't interest me. Just please don't come for me. Everybody has their taste, okay? Yeah, I've never seen the whole thing. I saw a part of it and I kind of went, I don't think so. That's just not me. It just isn't me. I think my grandson and my daughter have seen it about 200,000 times, so that probably covers my quota as well. Quota. I'm thinking quotient about something else. Sorry. Oh. Let's see. We can line these up and finish it up for these particular drills in this particular area. And there is my tiny alpha. She heard something she did not approve of. That's why she grumbled. And her little nose is sticking out of the window. No joke. Oops. Now I'm just tossing them once I've picked them up. You see how that works? Okay, I'm going to mark these two areas so I know where they are. Ow. For goodness sake. Sorry, folks, I'm not trying to move you around. Okay, sorry about the shaking and all that. My phone was positioned in the wrong way in the clip, so I had to fix it. And I had to talk to the puppies and make sure they're okay and have everything that they need. Alright, so we're going to grab some of this B, which is 11, which looks very similar to the N, but not quite. You can see the N is more of a white gray. This is more of a warm gray. It's kind of like a warm gray one in pencils. Alright, so I'm going to start with these little ones that are hiding in the middle so I don't miss them somewhere later down the line, because that would not be a good thing. Okay, we're almost there to where I can just kind of pick up and run with it. Make sure I don't have any others far in. I do not have any others of anything far in, thank goodness. Okay. So, I told you my weekend plans. Saturday is fight day for my son. No, he doesn't go fight. He watches MMA when he can, although I don't think it's going to be this week. I think we had to temporarily let go of that subscription. Because that one was a little more expensive than we would like, but, you know, that's kind of his joy, and I do not begrudge my son having that anyway. I diamond paint and draw. He watches his fights and listens to podcasts for science and politics and drives his mother halfway to the loony bin, having to listen to whatever he hears because he has to regurgitate it. Yeah. Always fun. Not even close. But, well, he knows it, and we'll just leave it go. So, as far as I know, my little grand monsters are fine. I got to talk to both of them on video chat. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. And they're both being super cute. Charles is holding himself in a sitting position now. Good Lord, time is flying by, you guys. And I'm missing it in person, which sucks. I want to be present for it, but it's just not working out that way. Alright, I'm sorry. Let me pick up the rest of these before I forget, because I will forget, and then I will come back and go, why did I miss those? Yeah. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Now, I do have to rest my hand down when I diamond paint because I shake so badly. But that's okay. It's, you know, my diamond painting. What's it hurting? Doesn't make me any less good at diamond painting. It just means that that's what I need to do in order to do this well. I had at one point been told that, you know, you're not a good diamond painter if you have to rest your hand on the diamond painting. Okay. It's the only person I ever heard say it, but, you know, hey, whatever. To each their own. I have to do it because I have spinal and nerve damage that makes my hands jerk sometimes. That's why there are times when I cannot draw. And that's why for many, many, many years I quit drawing, because I didn't believe that I would ever be able to regain enough control over my hands to successfully paint or draw. Thankfully, I was wrong. It takes me much more time than I would like. Get in there. Come out of the wax. Okay. Oh. Shift again. And I have spirit here. Okay. He shedded a clump out of his tail or something. Who knows? Oh, coffee. I need more hot coffee. But I don't even know how long this is. Oh, goodness. Another longer than I would like. And nothing really incredible said, is there? I'm so sorry. But I know that some of you just, you know, you want some company to diamond paint with, and, well, here I am. To me, the silence is not uncomfortable, but to some people it is, and if it is, I'm very sorry. I certainly don't intend it to be a discomfort of any sort. Just get focused on what I'm doing, I guess. I missed a C in there. That's okay. I have a few more over there, so I'll pick it up when I do that. Actually, before then, but still. Just because I like areas closed out. That's me. Okay, so there's only one above this in this area, and we're going to go ahead and grab it. It's only above because I'm sitting sideways. So, I have the camera completely vertical to me so that you're horizontal against the painting. Yeah, I know, it's strange. But it's so that you could see more of the diamond painting, and I could work in a position where I wasn't putting my arm across blank glue, which, you know, I think we've all been known to do at times. And in this case, I have a sweater on that needs to go through the dryer again and remove the puppy hair. So, not exactly the most conducive to diamond painting. So I will end up walking around in my robe for the rest of the day, over my clothes. And why do I do that? Because we keep the house nice and chilly for the babies. Because they need it to be chilly. And I breathe better in the cool air than I do in the hot. And we're finally below 100 degrees for more than, you know, one day. Let's hope it is now over with for the 100-degree days, because, gotta tell you, I'm worn out on them. I really, truly am. I need some nice chilly weather. So, that's why the next creepy creature will be in a place that has cold, because, you know, it's, at least I can live vicariously in the cold through the creepy creature. I just don't want to do what the creepy creature does. I was so glad that quite a few of you really liked that video and wanted more, because it's fun for me. It's that time of year, and I love to scare people. Just a little. Just enough, you know? Not too much. Not like terrify you or give you nightmares or anything, but just enough. For a good giggle. For both parties at the end. But if it leaves you with kind of a feeling, you know, where you get the shivers, cool. Where was I? Do you guys know where I was? Because I'm lost. Oh well. Oh, I remember. Okay. Brain cells. They help sometimes. Okay. I'm going to switch to a 4-placer for the moment, which has the... Oops, wrong pen. Okay, so this is all loaded up with the patty wax, super sticky. I know that, I think it was Nicole told me that it's intended for single placers, but I had another viewer tell me that she uses it in her multi-placer all the time with no problems. So we're going to try it again. If it doesn't work in the multiplacer for me, well, that's okay. I do wish I had a scented version of it, because the plain smell makes me go, no. You know, when I love the Patty Wax vanilla, and there are other scents that at one point I wanted, but, and somebody was going to buy me some for Christmas, but I lost track of who that was. That's okay. Oops, get on there. Thank you very much. And I dropped you over here. Upside friggin' down. There we go. Okay. Just trying to get these done. And in just a moment, I'm going to bid you adieu so that I can go get some coffee. You know, that thing that I drink constantly, it seems. Oops, there's one more on there. There we go. So please, if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you wish to share my video, that's fine too. And please leave me a comment. Let me know that you're there. Because first of all, not all subscribers show up if you go to look for them, because they can leave their subscriptions private, like I have mine. I have mine that way because, well, it's kind of a self-protective thing. Because I mess around in, you know, ghost communities and stuff like that, it's just safer. You never know who's who out there. And because I watch so many different things that are not anything remotely diamond painting related, that it would just confuse people to look at my subscribe list and go, huh? What's this? So, but I also don't have time to go look at my list of subscribers. My life is already crazy busy. So, that's the way that goes too. Anytime I think I have time, I generally don't. You know, something happens to grab my attention away. You guys have an awesome weekend, please. I know I said it before, but I mean it, and I do want you guys to have fun. Even if you're stuck at home and you got to catch up on your housework, put on a video and just have a listen. If we're doing WIP chats, for anybody that's doing WIP chats, you know, you don't have to be watching what we're doing. You can just be doing your thing and listening. I do it a lot. To every kind of video. I just sit and listen while I diamond paint or draw. That's just me. Because otherwise I can't get through all the videos. But my thoughts and prayers are with all of you as always, folks. I'm going to close this out. And then try to fill in this set of D's up here. You have an awesome weekend, a wonderful weekend. Enjoy time with your families, if that's what you're able to do. And I will talk to you again in the next one. Bye-bye.